Stephanie Bain, I have a books. I'm a book nerd. There's so many books. Hello everyone. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about City of Lost Souls by Cassandra Clare. So I finished this a couple days ago, and this book, guys. For the non-spoilery section, all I can say is I loved this book. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. All the books before this I enjoyed, and I really loved them, and they were so much fun and all that stuff. But this one made me fall really in love with the characters, minus Alec, and everything that happens, and I'm just I just really love it. And honestly, that's all I can say. Obviously, this is the 5th book in a series. If you haven't read it, which, I mean, most of the people have read this. A lot of people have read this. I can't say most because I don't know. But, go read it because I thought I was the last person ever. But nope, turns out I'm not. Anyway, go read this book and then come back. So, bye! Guys. Everyone. So, if you guys read this book, you know what I'm talking about when I say that this book just took it to a whole nother level. Brief overview, the character development, plot development, and just everything that falls into play is just so amazing. I love every single thing about this book except for Alec. Let's talk about him really quickly because he's literally the only thing I disliked about this book. I think he is self-centered, selfish, arrogant, ignorant, stupid, and such a drama king. I do not like him. I don't think I've ever disliked a character as much as I dislike Alec. He is, his issue with Bane, and it all started, I think it was the last book, right? City of Fallen Angels, where, the whole, yeah, it was there, where he, starts getting upset about, Magnus's older lovers, and it's homeboy's how many hundreds of years old? Obviously he's gonna have met people before you. Obviously he might have fallen in love. It's not a big deal. That already happened, and he's getting so pissed off about stuff that happened in the past. I get that you're gonna die eventually, but to even consider taking away Magnus' immortality because of the fact that he's a warlock, are you kidding me? That was just it. I never really liked Alec that much, but this book just really helped. So he's literally the only thing wrong. One thing I really did like was when Alec and them got their memories taken away, and then he was like, "Who are you?" And Magnus was like, "Alec!" And then he's like, "Is it too early to joke about that?" I gotta say, that was funny. Oh my god, I love that. That was the one moment I truly loved Alec. But about the characters, really quickly, Jordan and Maya, because I love them, but I love the others more. I want to talk more about them. I thought Jordan and Maya, it was just yay, I don't know. I'm so happy they're together. I'm so happy that, everything was understood and they were able to get through it, because that was really exciting to see them, get together. First, I'm going to talk about Jace and Sebastian. Jace, I love Jace. Jace is one of those guys that I'm always going to love. Yeah, he's cocky and a know-it-all, but it's okay because he can pull it off, and that's part of his humor, and I liked him a little bit more in this book, because the only issue I feel he's ever had in the past books, and you guys know what I'm talking about, is when he thinks he's undeserving of everything, and he feels he shouldn't have this and he shouldn't have that, and that Clary's gonna leave him, he shouldn't have her. But it was really nice to see him with Sebastian and just be happy, and just to be yes, I love you, Clary. I mean, I know that Sebastian was influencing him, but it was still really awesome to just see, Jace in a different way, to see him in a way where he's not brooding and upset all the time. So that was really nice. And then there's Sebastian. I am so conflicted about Sebastian. I do not know how to feel about him. I kind of love him in the whole, you are a horrible person type of way. But I don't know. I really love Sebastian in this book. I think it's because of those little moments that Clary would catch him off guard and those little, like, you know, brushes against her. Let's take out the fact that they really are brother and sister for a minute, and then we'll talk about that. But there was just that whole, I don't know, like, he has something in him, and he's not all evil, and I just, like, I don't know, I don't know, I really love him. And then there's the whole fact that they are brother and sister, but you see, this is where I don't feel like it's wrong to somewhat deep down inside me somewhere kind of hope for them to, because Clary's real dad, even though she was not raised by him, but her blood father raised, you know, her boyfriend, the love of her life. They're like literally Sebastian and Jace are like brothers. They really are brothers. I mean, it's really difficult to see it anything else. So then when Clary's dating Jace, it's like, well, in a weird way, you kind of sort of are brother and sister in a, you know, in a totally like non-conventional type of way. So I don't know how to feel about Sebastian. I love and hate him all wrapped in one big freaking package. Simon. Oh my goodness, Simon. Like, I feel like my heart goes out to Simon because he thinks he's this horrible demon, and you know, like, I wanted to hug him when his like mom was flipping out on him and all this stuff is happening. He's scared for his sister to see him, and then like thankfully she sees him and it's okay. Like, you know, they're brother and sister. She obviously is going to take care of him and love him and be there for him and support and stuff. But I just like, I don't know. And then it's just, so Simon is one of those like characters that you honestly can't help but fall in love with, and it's not for the typical cliche things though. Because yeah, Simon's a little selfish and he wants Clary for himself in the past, and now he has Izzy, and he was kind of a little sleazeball when he was dating Izzy and Maya. I mean, like, you get what I mean? Like, but he has a heart of pure freaking gold, regardless of whether it beats or not. It's a heart of gold, and I was just breaking down for him, and he's just so like selfless. He just does not care if anything happens to him, if it means to save Clary or to save the others, you know what I mean? So he is just amazing, and I feel like he's grown a lot, and he's definitely had not a huge growth in the series to me, but he has grown a lot. And then there's Isabel, and I loved it because I felt like in this book it was really awesome to see her really reach out and want Simon and to want, you know, like him, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I think it's so amazing that she has like this huge weakness for him, and she doesn't understand why herself that she loves him so much, but she does. And I can't wait for them to just fucking finally say it to each other. And the way she stood up to Clary's mom, I think that was freaking awesome, because it's true. As much as, like, Jocelyn's a beautiful mother and she cares about her daughter, but she did shelter her just a little too much. And you can't do that forever. And I understand this isn't like, oh, I'm letting you out for the night and you come back at 2. Like, she was gone, and I get that. But they live in a world that's different, unlike ours. So, like, I'm really happy that Isabel, like, totally just, like, was, girl, no, this isn't gonna go. This is not gonna fly. I was heartbroken when they freaking broke up at the end, and Magnus was just like, get your stuff, and I was just like, yeah. I mean, I was heartbroken because of Magnus, not because of Alec. Alec deserved it. But I just felt so bad for Magnus because he's really trying, and Alec's just a fucking prick. But anyway, Clary, at the end of the day, has had one of the biggest and most, like, gradual, really easygoing, like growth in the series. She started off really naive, and she just didn't know what to do. It started off being naive about the world, and then it started off being a little too reckless, and then when it went to City of Glass, she was reckless on the point of endangering others, not only herself. And then in City of Fallen Angels, she started to come around a little bit better. And it was in this one that I thought she truly thought of her actions, and she knew that, yes, going with Sebastian and Jace was going to be a hard time for them, But I love the fact that she was as prepared as possible. She's trying to get as close to them so she can figure stuff out. Not because, oh, I just want to be with Jace. Because even though things happen, she did remind herself throughout, this isn't really him. And I'm not here for that. I'm here to help them, as opposed to the past where she's like, F it, I'm going to go and I'm going to do whatever the hell I want type thing, you know? And I really appreciate that about her character, because Clary can sometimes get really effing annoying. Like, okay to annoying in like a split second. But that is just like everything that's amazing about this freaking book. I feel like Cassandra did such a great job. And then the ending of it, and I want to know what's going to happen. And there's just so much going on. And then Jace and that whole like fire within thing. And I'm just like, what the hell is going to happen? Can I just go ahead and read City of Heavenly Fire? Or do I like really need to read the prequel before I finish that? That's what I hear, but I'm not sure. Everyone reads them their own way. So can someone tell me down below? Like, I need to know. Can I just go ahead and read City of Heavenly Fire? Or should I read the Infernal Devices and then City of Heavenly Fire? But anyway, 5 out of 5. Again, this book is just, this is definitely my favorite book out of all the books from the series so far. And even though I love City of Fallen Angels, I did have some issues with it, but I didn't want to talk about that one. I wanted to talk about this one because I loved this one, and it's the shit. So that is my bookity talk talk. Bookity talk talk.